If you love the Saints and you want more videos on this YouTube channel, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Now, we do news, we do rumors, we do segments. Bottom line is we're trying to keep you as up-to-date as humanly possible. But it's the NFL season now. There's a lot of content out there, and I get it. But a lot of these other channels, they're not going to be here come February, come March, April, May. Here at Chat Sports, we're going to keep you updated. So the more subs you get now means the more videos that you guys will get in the off season. We're 31 away from 1,500, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. New Orleans Saints injury news around Michael Thomas and kicker Wil Lutz. Coming up here on today's show, I'm going to tell you which one of those two players is scheduled to be playing Week 7 Monday Night Football up against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, obviously, you guys clicked on this. You're like, oh, wow, Michael Thomas injury news. Yep, I'm all about that. Wil Lutz injury news. Yep, I'm all about that. We got some good and we have some bad news here on today's show. Let's get into the latest injury news around Michael Thomas. And last week, I talked about, hey, it sounds like he's going to be coming off the PUP list. And, hey, it sounds like he's going to be ready to go Week 7 against the Seahawks. Well, pump your brakes, because even though he is eligible to come off the PUP list, there was a report from Rapoport that said he is still a couple of weeks away. And I know every single Saints fan, as soon as they heard that, they put their head down. If you were a dog, you put your tail between your legs, and you're like, are you kidding me? Because there's no doubt when Thomas is on the field that he's one of the best receivers in the league. He underwent ankle surgery this offseason, and the timing of it was a little bit peculiar, right? I mean, you missed 9 games in 2020. You had an entire offseason to get ankle surgery, but you waited until July. Now, the money that he got, and I know Saints fans, when they signed him to that monster deal, you were excited, and you had every right to be excited because of how great he is. But now he's kind of turning into a little bit of a drama queen, and you also look at he's got all this injury history. Dude, all I'm saying is don't be surprised if you see some wild news around Michael Thomas going forward. Now, here are the Saints' next 4 games. So what we're trying to do here is predict when the heck are you going to see Thomas back out on the NFL field. Doesn't sound like it's going to be Week 7 against the Seahawks. Couple weeks to me, a couple. At least this is what I tell myself with my girlfriend. A couple is 2, right? So out a couple of weeks, that's 2 right there. Gonzo. So Week 9, that's when he's going to be back. How about this? You guys let me know down in the comments, because that's what Chat Sports is all about. When will Michael Thomas play again? It is a multi-million-dollar question going on. And if I had a crystal ball, dude, I would love to be able to sit here and tell you. But I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to say that this. My guess is that Michael Thomas plays again in Week 9, and the reason is this. 2 reasons. 1, he's going to rest up. The report says a couple weeks. That's 2. Great, so he's back Week 9. The other reason, this is the very first game after the NFL trade deadline, and maybe, just maybe, Thomas does want to get dealt. Maybe he doesn't want to play in New Orleans anymore, and if he risks going out there and playing and injure himself, then he won't get traded. Or he doesn't end up getting dealt, and then he can come back out for the Saints. Or he gets traded, and then he wants to go play for a new team in Week 9. That's my guess, and if you want to hate on me, hey, you can go ahead and do so. But I'm telling you what, I am so sick and tired of the Michael Thomas diva queen that he is. So here are his numbers, though, his first 5 years. And I can understand why he has this idea that, hey, I'm one of the best in the league, and I want to be treated that way. And if I'm injured, let me rest. He's put up some very impressive numbers, and I know I've said this before on this show. You can make the argument his first 4 years in the league are the most impressive numbers that a wide receiver has ever had in his first 4 years. I mean, in fact, 2019, Offensive Player of the Year, he broke Marvin Harrison's record for most catches in a single season. This dude had 149. I would love to see what he could have done with a elite Drew Brees. 2020 was a banged-up year. We're still waiting to see, though, what exactly is going to happen in 2021. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and bet on New Orleans, if you want to go ahead and bet on the Saints, you can go ahead and do so at BETUS. It is the best deal on the internet. Now, I just recently got started into sports betting probably like last year, and the amount of money that I got from BETUS, I still have. What does that mean? I went to chatsports.com/bet. I used promo code CHAT125, and I put down $100. I also got $125 for free to bet with. If you want to put down $200, watch this math, you're going to get $250 for free to bet with. You can deposit up to $500, which means you get $625 for free to bet with. We put down 5 bets every single week here at Chat Sports, and if you want to also get into the betting world, go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125. You can bet on the NFL, NBA, the MLB. Hell, these guys, they even have cricket. One more time, it's chatsports.com/bet. Let's get into the more injury news here, and I started off the show with the bad news because as a kid growing up, I'd say, hey, what do you want, the good news or the bad news? And I would always start off with the bad news. Here's the good news. Wil Lutz is designated to return Week 7. Everyone start clapping right now. He underwent core muscle surgery earlier in August for a groin injury, and the kickers, I don't even know if you can call them kickers, that New Orleans has been putting out there on the field, Aldrick Rosas and Cody Parkey, well, let's just hope that Rosas and Parkey just keep themselves parked on the bench because these guys are terrible. And I mean, that's why Cody Parkey's already been released. And as soon as Parkey got released, I was like, okay, that's some good news here around Lutz. And then Aldrick, on the other hand, he was bad. Now, when you look at the overall numbers, you need to be able to have a little bit more consistency from your kicker position, right? That's what you're going to get here in Lutz. In 2020, 23 of 28, that was an 82.1% field goal percentage. And then extra points made, extra points attempted, 98.3. If I got that on a test, I'd be feeling pretty good about myself. What about a career standpoint for Wil Lutz? He's been a career 86.6% field goals made, extra point 97.3. 50 yards plus, 56.5 is actually a little bit under average, but as long as 58, that came in 2019. So what is y'all's one-word reaction to the news that Wil Lutz is going to be returning to the New Orleans Saints? Give me your one-word reaction. I'm curious. And don't worry, I'll give you guys mine, but I do want to give you a second or two to think about it. One word, no cheating, okay? One word, no cheating. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and cheat. My one-word reaction is thank goodness because I couldn't spell hallelujah. We were joking around before the show started that I could have put down my one-word reaction as thank you, 6-pound, 8-ounce, little baby Jesus doesn't even know a word yet. Imagine that on screen. That's how happy I am that Lutz is going to be coming back because I don't got to watch the pathetic kicking ability of all these other guys. I mean, Cody Parkey. They haven't even tried a field goal with him yet. You know why? Because there's no confidence in Parkey. And he was 3 of 5 on extra points. I'm sorry. Parkey was one time a cool story. It ain't it anymore. And then Rosas. You're looking for another kicker who has been maybe even worse. 1 of 4 for field goals. Sure, 13 of 13 in extra points. If you're an NFL player and you can't kick an extra point, then I don't know what the heck you're doing. But to be 1 of 4, 25% for field goals, that's the biggest reason why my one-word reaction was thank goodness to Wil Lutz coming back in Week 7.